Rusame reader, Crow Song! And today I will be reading to you from Stars and Moonflowers in Our Garden by RainbowStar_772. That's me! Now on to Chapter 27, Curiosity and Sense. Russia found himself smiling as he headed towards the medical wing. In all honesty, the class he'd just gotten out of was quite fun. But it was something that would be far outshone by what he was about to be doing. Or usually it was. As he headed towards America's office, he could smell cleaning supplies. That scent continued to grow stronger as he approached the office, which meant it was likely he was going to find the small, feisty healer cleaning up his office. If he was cleaning, he'd enjoy some company, or maybe a little help. And maybe someone to talk to. And if he didn't want him there, he'd leave. He figured that while he was at it, he could offer to help America. If he didn't accept, that would be fine. With that thought, he opened the door to the office and saw America over by his desk, wiping it down. It seemed as soon as the other had heard the door open, he looked up to see whoever had entered the room. It seemed that as soon as America saw that it was him, a warm smile crossed his face, and he closed his eyes for a second. That was odd. It was almost like a slow blink, not one too dissimilar from the one his cat, Anathalie, gave him. He hadn't noticed it before, but America seemed to do the same slow blink every time he'd come in recently. He shook that particular thought off and returned the smile as he went further into the office. "Would you mind if I helped you?" Russia asked, walking over to America. "Would you like if I talk as well, or should I leave?" he continued, deciding to get all of those questions out of the way. If America didn't want him there, he didn't want to be there long enough to make him uncomfortable or unhappy. While he liked being around America, he wanted the other to enjoy the time they spent together as well. "I don't really need any help, but I would really enjoy it if you'd stay and talk with me, given it wouldn't interfere with your schedule or anything you're doing." With that answer, Russia moved over to one of the places to sit in the office. If America didn't want him to help clean, he'd sit and talk with him. As the other did express interest in him staying, he'd be happy to fulfill the request, even if all he could do was be silent company. But he was thankful America was interested in hearing his voice. Maybe he'd be able to hear the other's pretty laugh again, or make him smile. God, he just wanted to make the other happy. "It won't. In fact, I'd be happy to stay, given you allow it." He repeated the sentiment with a smile, deciding to double-check America wanted him there before he went further into the office. He didn't want America to just say yes because of who he was. "I'd be happy if you stayed," America said, continuing on to clean the area that he had been before. He would be happy if he stayed. It wasn't just him being allowed because he was the prince. It meant that the other possibly enjoyed his presence. "Well, what would you like to talk about? Anything specific?" he pried, making his way further into the office, opting to find a seat as close to America as he could. "I don't have anything particular in mind. Anything you want to talk about is fine." Russia considered for a bit, trying to pick a topic that he could talk about with America. "How about cooking? Can you cook, or are you better at other things?" he settled on. "I can't cook to save my life, but I do like baking. How about you?" America responded with a hum, continuing to clean. "I'm a pretty good cook, but I can't bake to save my life," Russia admitted with a laugh. "Do you like coffee at all?" "I do, though I prefer tea. How about you?" America hummed out the response and a return question. "I don't really like coffee, admittedly. I was just curious about if you do, Russia said with a smile. Is it weird to say you smell nice? Because you do, and I'm genuinely curious of what you use to smell that nice. You're a shifter, and generally that makes the sense of smell stronger, so I don't find it too weird, America responded, moving to another area to clean it. But I made the mixture I use on myself. The scent comes from the lavender. There's a second scent in there. I can't place it. No, you know what it is? Russia asked curiously. I've been told I have a slight lemon-esque or citrusy scent. So I take it that's what you're smelling, America divulged. Though, since he wasn't able to pick up his own scent, he wasn't sure of how true the information was. Oh, thanks. I was curious about that, Russia said, finding himself smiling a bit. When you take days off, what stuff do you like to do during them? I don't take days off. During the time I have off, I like to write letters to my family that still travels and do art. America hummed. There was a smile in his tone. And how about you? One, that's concerning. You need to take a break. And two, could you show me some of your art sometime? Also, I like to spend my free time with you, but before I spent my time in the library. I'm fine as things are, America waved off with a hum. And, of course, I'll bring some in here so I can show you at some point. All right, thank you. Russia felt himself smile, happy that America would show him some of his artwork at some point in the future. What's your favorite song, or, well, favorite kind of music? A couple of my personal favorites are Curses by the Crane Wives and Gone the Rainbow by Peter, Paul, and Mary. America responded with a smile finding its way onto his face. I'd like to hear those at some point, Russia said, smiling. I'd be okay with singing either of them at some point, but I'll warn you, I don't have the best singing voice, America admitted with a laugh. And that's the end of this chapter. I hope you enjoyed. Anyway, I'd like to invite you to join the Discord, which is linked down in the description below. That being said, I hope you have a nice rest of your day, night, or whatever it is for you. Just enjoy your time, and I will see you tomorrow!